Elegant, aloof, ancient, the Azawakh is not your average dog. Originating in the heart of the Sahel region of West Africa, this breed was shaped by the harsh desert climate, the nomadic lifestyle of the Tuareg people, and the constant need for both speed and vigilance. For centuries, they weren't just pets. They were family protectors, hunters, and symbols of status. But now, far from the sand dunes and savannas, this rare sighthound has landed in homes around the world, and that's where things can get tricky. Before you decide to bring one into your life, here are 8 things you need to seriously consider before getting an Azawakh. Number 1, they're emotionally complex and deeply bonded. Azawakhs are not casual companions. Their loyalty is profound but selective. They're not going to fall for you just because you gave them a treat. You have to earn it. Once bonded, though, they become deeply attached, sometimes to the point of being emotionally dependent on their chosen person. They might tolerate the rest of the family, but they'll center their world around that one human. This is a breed that thrives on emotional connection, not constant attention. They'll sit quietly in the corner while you work, but they'll notice if your tone changes or if you're upset. They're sensitive and intuitive to the emotional climate in the home. If you're looking for a dog that loves everyone instantly, this is the wrong breed. But if you want a quiet, elegant soul of a dog who loves deeply and discreetly, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime companion. 2, this is a true guardian. Let's talk about the role that Azawakhs played in their homeland, and it wasn't just running after game. For Tuareg, Fula, and the other nomadic groups of the Sahel, the Azawakh guarded tents at night, warned of strangers, and stood as physical and symbolic protectors of the tribe. While they're lean and leggy, they're not fragile. These dogs can be fierce when provoked, and that guardian instinct is still very much alive today. They're not aggressive in the traditional sense, but they are alert, and they will absolutely stand between you and something they perceive as a threat, even if that's just a stranger walking toward your front gate. In a modern home, this translates to a dog that doesn't want strangers touching them, doesn't want to be bothered by visitors, and may even patrol windows or balconies like a watchtower. You can socialize them to be more tolerant, but you'll never completely erase that ancient watchdog wiring, and honestly, you shouldn't try. 3, this is a desert athlete, not a lazy sighthound. A lot of people assume sighthounds are lazy couch potatoes. While some, like greyhounds, love naps more than anything, the Azawakh is a different animal altogether. They were bred to run long distances across scorching deserts to chase down gazelles, hares, and other fast prey in open terrain, and then return to stand guard. That means they're built for endurance and speed, but also have an inner fire that requires an outlet. These dogs thrive on off-leash sprinting in a fully enclosed safe space. If you live in the city with no yard, you're going to need to get creative. Coursing, fast hikes, and mentally stimulating games can help, but Azawakhs must move daily or they'll become restless and even depressed. That said, they're not hyperactive. Once their need for sprinting is met, they're content to chill quietly. But if you don't meet their needs, behavioral issues are all but guaranteed. Number 4, socialization is non-negotiable. Azawakhs are natural skeptics. Their default setting with new people is, I don't know you, I don't trust you, I'm watching you. That's not a flaw, it's a survival strategy bred over thousands of years. In West Africa, they didn't live in busy urban areas or go to puppy daycare. They lived in small nomadic groups with little exposure to outsiders. Strangers were rare and sometimes dangerous. That caution is built into their DNA. If you bring one home and don't heavily socialize them from puppyhood, you're going to have a dog that's not just reserved, it may become fearful or even defensive in unfamiliar situations. Introduce them to calm, respectful adults, dog-savvy children, and stable dogs early and often. Keep the experiences positive and never force interaction. Let them observe at their own pace and reward curiosity, not fear. Number 5, you can't force this breed to obey. Let's get one thing straight. The Azawakh is highly intelligent, but also extremely independent. They're not stubborn in the classic sense. They just don't see the point in doing something unless it matters. That's what makes them different from a lab or a border collie. They're not hardwired to please. Add to that their deep emotional sensitivity, and you've got a dog that will shut down fast if you use harsh tones, leash corrections, or dominance-based methods. Instead, use positive reinforcement, structure, and mutual respect. Keep training sessions short, interesting, and filled with rewards, food, toys, praise, or just the chance to move. If they trust you, they'll learn quickly, but if you try to dominate them, they'll either emotionally disconnect or challenge you outright. Number 6. Grooming is easy, but comfort is not. On the surface, Azawakh grooming needs seem like a dream. No brushing, no shedding explosions, and no baths unless they roll in something foul. Their coat is short, fine, and sleek, and their skin is delicate. So a soft cloth or rubber grooming mitt once a week is enough to keep them clean. But this is a dog with zero body fat and almost no fur insulation, meaning that they get cold very easily. You'll need coats, sweaters, and warm bedding in colder months. Hard surfaces can cause pressure sores or calluses on their bony elbows and hips, so investing in good, quality beds like foam ones can help tremendously. While they're low maintenance in grooming, they're high maintenance in comfort. Be ready to spend some money on plush beds, soft blankets, and warm gear for outdoor adventures. Number 7. They're not outgoing, and that's okay. You know how some dogs are everyone's best friend, looking at you, Goldens? Azawaks are not that dog. This breed is naturally reserved, observant, and polite, but emotionally distant with strangers. If someone comes over and the dog disappears into another room, that's normal. If they stand across the room and watch silently, also normal. Azawaks aren't shy, they're selective. They like who they like, and they don't see the point in small talk. For the right owner, that quiet self-assurance is beautiful. But if you want a goofy, people-pleasing dog who wants belly rubs from even strangers at a park, this ain't it. 8. Common health concerns. Azawaks are considered a fairly healthy breed thanks to natural selection in a harsh environment. But as with any breed, there are still a few things to watch out for. Autoimmune issues, especially hypothyroidism. This is where the thyroid doesn't produce enough hormones, potentially leading to lethargy, weight gain, and skin problems or hair loss. While manageable with medication, it still requires regular checkups to monitor blood work. Because of their deep chests, bloat can be a concern. This can be life-threatening and needs emergency care. Bloat usually occurs after meals or during large consumptions of water. It can put pressure on their abdominal organs and even cause the stomach to twist. Consider gastroprexy surgery as a preventative step. Sighthounds in general can be sensitive to anesthesia and certain medications, so always find a vet who knows how to treat these breeds safely. Finally, because of their low body fat, this can make recovery from illness or injury slower, and their skin is prone to tearing. Most Azawaks live 12 to 15 years when cared for properly, and with their low cancer rates, you'll often enjoy a long, graceful companion. The Azawakh isn't just rare, they're different. They don't just walk through the world, they glide, they watch, they assess, and when they trust you, they love you with a kind of quiet intensity that's hard to describe. But they're not here to make you look cool at the dog park. They're not a status symbol. They're a deeply historical, emotionally sensitive, fiercely loyal breed that needs respect, space, and soul-level connection. If you're ready to meet them where they are, you just might discover one of the most meaningful canine relationships you'll ever have. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to keep up with all the unique dog breeds and tips. See you next time!